Well, hello YouTube. It's been forever since I did my last video. Lots changed. I actually found the love of my life. She's amazing. Say hi, Liz.
Hey.
That's Liz, my girlfriend. She's about ready to do my hair, cut it. It's been what, 3 years? 4 years probably since I've done my last video. I have gone through a lot of changes. My voice definitely has changed a lot since my very first video. My body's been changing a lot over the last 3 years. I don't wear wigs anymore. More comfortable with myself. And one of the main things that I have accepted in my life as far as who I am is I no longer I consider myself trans, but that's just a definition of what society thinks I am. I consider myself a woman because that's who I am, and my girlfriend accepts me for who I am as a woman and has never ever thought of me different, which is amazing. The love and support that I have from her is beyond words that I can express. And again, no makeup. Look at that. And, you know, yeah, my hair is actually growing thicker. I still have that spot on my head and still a little thin on top, but it's getting thicker. I'm using coconut oil and olive oil mix. I use mostly coconut oil just because it helps with the skin on the top of the head. It helps regenerate the skin and the hair regrowth. I've been on hormones for, oh God, I can't remember now. It's been 2 years now, 2.5 years, 2 years and almost 2 months. So I just started progesterone at the beginning of June. They have me on 200 milligrams a day. I take 2 every night before I go to bed. That's helped with a lot of things. My body's starting to get more feminine. Yes, I'm just wearing a tank top. Anyways, I've done a lot of I've switched jobs 3 times so far since I left the pepper mill, which was the job I had when I first started making these videos. I just got out of making the videos because I got to a point where I just got bored with it, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, it's like it got too demanding for me. It got too much to be doing on a daily basis or on a weekly basis or even on a monthly basis. But you know, it's like I was looking at my videos tonight with my girlfriend, and it was like, you know what, I need to do more videos. Start doing them again. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that's not good. I mean, especially with the LGBTQA and everything that's going against us right now with the president. I don't consider him my president. I don't care what anybody else thinks or says. I don't respect him as a person, so I can't respect him as a president. I'm sorry, but that's just my beliefs. He's an arrogant, pompous asshole. He's always been that way. One of my new... it's like one of the things that I was hoping wouldn't happen with this country. And unfortunately, a lot of people did not vote. So it's like, those who didn't vote, shame on you. It's your fault we have this idiot for a president. You know, it's like, yes, there's a lot of changes going on in the world, and a lot of countries are going against us. They're like not even wanting to be part of anything that has to do with the United States anymore. And it's like, it's sad, because we were such a strong and powerful nation, and over the course of 6 months, it's diminished. We're not as powerful as we used to be. I know I'm going off subject. You know, and it's like, you know, I just feel bad for I feel bad for my brothers and sisters within the LGBTQA. And it's like, you know, it's like, we all need to come together as a community. We really do. And if we don't continue to come together as a community and stop the hate within the community, we're never going to get the respect that, as a community, as a whole, that we deserve. And, you know, everything that everybody's fought so hard for, you know, all the people that have lost their lives because of who they are, means nothing. And it's sad, because, you know, it's like, I just want to give hope to those who are struggling. There is a way to be happy through all of this self-discovery, all this crap that's going on outside of your own life. And, you know, one thing that I was talking about in my earlier segments 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, is true. You have to be happy with who you are as a person and not care what anybody else thinks. You are who you are, and I'm proud of you. Be proud of who you are and love and accept yourself. And when you truly love and accept yourself, that's when things will get better. Yes, it sucks right now, as far as outside of life and outside of your own personal life and your own personal bubble. But, you know, it's like, yes, I'm in the bathroom. But it's like, you know, you gotta be you, gotta be true to yourself. And it's like, finding true happiness with yourself, everything else falls into place. My therapist, after 2 years of seeing her, graduated me in May. I no longer have to go to therapy. I am stable enough. She felt I was stable enough, and I feel I'm stable enough. I'm still stable enough. Yes, I've had a rough patch over the last month and a half, but with the love and support from my girlfriend, I've been able to get through it. It's been tough. We've had our ups and downs, but, you know, love conquers all. And, you know, it's like, when you do finally find that one person that you click with, it's just right. And, you know, life gets better. Yes, it's still going to be hard. I'm not going to deny that. It's going to be hard. And as long as you have communication with that person, be open and honest with each other about how you're feeling, communicate your feelings, communicate, and as long as they communicate the feelings as well, everything will work out for the best. And, you know, it's like, it's like, I don't know, help me out here.
Yeah, and
She's a little shy. But, you know, it's like we have...
And, and going along with that, when you're in a relationship with somebody, regardless of... you just have to understand that we're human. And you can never... everyone has their own individual experience. And the best way that you can make a relationship work is just by having compassion and just, if you really love the person, you know, it's, because there's so much that's out of our control, but if you really love the person, how do I say this? It's like it doesn't
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And as long as you still have that love, despite, because life is hard. You never know what's going to happen. And, you know, I'm really glad that I found her.
Yeah, I'm glad I found her too. I mean, we met at the perfect timing. I wasn't looking for anybody at all. I'd pretty much given up on trying to find somebody. And one day, an old mutual friend of ours asked me if I wanted to go to a movie with her and her friend Liz. And I was like, Liz who? You know, just doing all the old questions, you know, like, who is this person? Then, you know, she explained who she was. And then when we met, you know, it was like, we got to the movie theater and it was like, it was love at first sight for both of us. We knew right away. It was kind of funny because, like, when I got there, I thought I'd seen one of my ex-girlfriends, and I was joking around, and I said, God, I hope that's not my ex-girlfriend. Liz spoke up and said, well, I could be a girlfriend.
Yeah, I put my arm around you. I was like, well, we can just pretend, we can make her jealous, and we can pretend that I'm your girlfriend.
And, you know, and then we went into the movies. Our old friend, our ex-friend, was sitting between us, and Liz had to get up, go to the bathroom or whatever it was she had to do. And before she got back, our ex-friend moved over a seat to where Liz was sitting, and Liz got back and she sat next to me, and we continued to watch Beauty and the Beast.
We held hands.
And we held hands for the first time.
It was kind of, we couldn't fight it. It was like a natural...
just a natural thing, you know. It was like... I felt comfortable around her right off the bat, which was awesome. But yeah, I found out my health insurance because of the fact that I've been out of work for a month now. But I did find a job working on becoming the assistant manager at a Subway. My boss is amazing. The owner of the store, of the franchise, is amazing. He's accepting. He's non-judgmental. He's accepting me for who I am as a person, even before I even told him about anything. I mean, when I went in for my interview, he thought I was a woman, plain and simple. I mean, it's like, and when he,
I think a lot of that comes from because you are so confident in yourself and knowing you're a woman. It's, people get that from you, and so it's like for me, that's why I don't question it, because you know who you are, and I love who you are, and so it's what I see, and so I think, you know, like you're saying before, when you're happy with yourself and accept yourself,
others will accept you.
You're going to attract the people that are right in your life.
Yeah. So, you know, it was like, wow, right after I got hot, right after the interview, he was like, "You interviewed well. I'll be calling you later on this week." Lo and behold, that night I got the phone call saying I was hired. So, you know, it's like we're moving into a Subway restaurant that was closed down by the city of Reno, and unfortunately the previous owners didn't do so well. So we're hoping that this coming into this new store will be, as a new store, will be in a new franchise, will be able to pick up the business and get it going. And you know, he was talking about making me an assistant manager after 90 days. So 90 days I'll be making more money. Yay! And you know, with the state of Nevada raising the minimum wage to $10 either next month or in August, it's going to be soon. I'll be getting that raise, and then on top of that, I'll get another raise, becoming the assistant manager. So that'll be good. You know, it's like life is too short to be unhappy. So be happy with who you are and accept your true self. If you know you're different and you're not feeling right, seek out help. There's a lot of help out there. You may be embarrassed or you may be scared, but that's why there are others like us who make these videos to help you be true to yourself. And if you're true to yourself, your happiness will come back. Yes, it's tough. Yes, it's hard. But you know what? You gotta have a thick skin, because if you don't, and you don't have the support, you will have the support from me. You will have the support from most everybody in the community supports everybody else. And it's like, there are some people in the community that you do want to stay away from, and you'll figure that out yourself. And it's like, you'll know who those people are the first time you meet them. And don't get pulled into the stereotypical thoughts of what society has for the transgender women and the transgender men. Don't go into that stigma. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I support it. I support you. But I'm going to warn you, it's hard. It's tough. And
it just blurs the lines of how you see yourself.
Exactly.
You know,
just continue to be true to you and forget what anybody else says about you. It's just words. Yes, words can hurt. Words can be damaging. But as long as you stay strong and stay true to yourself, nobody can take that power away from you.
And it pays off. I mean, you know, I can see at first it's like, if you're so used to everything just being horrible all the time, and it feels just kind of empty to the fact, like, okay, so I'm just supposed to, all I can do is hope, but nothing is, how can I do that when everything has just been miserable? But you have to hold on to that.
Exactly.
It's the only way that you're gonna get to that point you want to be at. You have to just keep reaching for it, and you know, it's the only way you're gonna be happy. And
exactly. Just continue to be you. Don't let anybody tell you different, and be strong, because you got to be strong for you, and be strong for yourself, and love yourself for who you are. You're not a freak. You're not a sex object. You're a person. You're a human being. All of us are human beings, but society gets away from that. And you know what? We all love you. I love you. And I hope this video helps somebody who's just coming out. And just be true to yourself. That's my biggest advice to you, is be true to yourself and not get into what other people say or think or whatever. I know a lot of women out there that are having a very hard time right now because they don't feel they've passed. It's because of their own confidence. They're not confident enough in themselves. There are days, I will be honest, there are days when I am not as confident as I am the day before. But with the affirmations and the validation from my girlfriend and the love and support from her, it helps. And you know, it's like, even if that validation is coming from a friend or somebody that you don't know, like me, that's saying you're beautiful the way you are, just be you. That's all I can say. Accept that and take it in and think about it. Don't just say, okay, yeah, whatever, they really don't care, you know. And it's like, I have a lot of compassion for everybody, and it's like, going through everything that I've gone through in my 43 years of living on this earth, it's been tough. You know, as I said in some of my other videos, I was married in a horrible relationship, had 2 kids that I love dearly, that I still haven't talked to in 3 years. They don't want anything to do with me. My son's gonna be 18 this year. He's gonna graduate high school next summer, next June, and my daughter, she's gonna be a junior this year. She's gonna be 16 in August. You know, and it's like, I feel bad for them because they don't know the true, they don't know me, because they chose and they had influence in their lives from their other parent not to get a hold of me, not to talk to me, not to be around me, or just try to contact me, you know. And it's like, it's sad because I feel bad for their mother, their other mother, as I like to call it, because, you know, I am their mother. I've always been their mother. I was the one who raised them the first 6 years of the, 6 and 8 years of their life, 6 and 4 years of their life. And, it's like, a lot's changed over the last 10 years. I've been divorced since 2006. August 18th actually is my, going on my, 10 years, 11 years, 11-year anniversary of being divorced and being happy, being true to who I am. And it's like, I don't wear as much makeup as I used to when I first started transition, and as much as I did when I restarted my transition. I'm more confident in who I am. I feel more myself because I've accepted who I am. And it's like, yes, I got on a rant earlier about politics, which I should never do, but it's like, if we're not true to who we are and we're trying to please everybody else.
What are these videos? These videos are to express your opinion,
I know, but...
So, but you want to be appropriate with it, I guess, because you don't want to... Yeah. But.
And, and it's like, being true to ourselves is so important, because once we accept who we are and happy with who we are as a person, run with it, go with it. Mm-hmm. Seek counseling from a therapist or a licensed clinical social worker, and somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to transgender issues. Because there are a lot of therapists out there that really truly don't know what they're talking about. And you got to make sure you have the right fit with a therapist as well. Having that right fit will help you out tremendously. whether it be emotionally, psychologically, mostly psychologically, but you want to have that emotional level too, where that they genuinely care about you. Yeah. And they're not just, you know, you're not just another paycheck to them.
Yeah, and it's important because not just with, you know, whether a therapist understands what it's like, the transition is like, or the issues behind it, anyone can get a license. You go to school, you learn the basic details. You need to find a therapist that specializes and will get to know you as a person.
And not as a gender.
Yeah. And not as a statistic. Like, you want to get a therapist that is, you know, gonna
help you and not bring you back.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, it's like, with that being said, I'm going to sign off. This is going to cut my hair, going a little bit shorter on this side. She wants me to grow it out, and, you know, it's like, eventually, probably this winter, I'll start growing it out again. And as you can see, I got the little bald spot right there still, but it's growing back. It's been, like I said, I've been on hormones for 2 years, 2 months, well, 2 years, yeah, and almost 2 months. But, you know, it's like, just be happy with who you are and happy with how you look. Don't worry about what anybody else says. And just be you. That is the best advice I can give you.
And, yeah, and don't settle for anything less.
Exactly.
And, you know, don't settle for anything as far as relationship-wise. Don't settle for anyone that will expect you to change who you are. Isn't worth it. There's gonna be it's just like, if you love somebody, you want them to grow and be the best version of themselves they can be, because you want them to be happy, and you have to make sure that you have that. Anyone that, if you're ever in a relationship and they try to change you, or you need to find that one person that will support you no matter what.
Right.
Because that's love, you know.
And to end on this, like I said, and I'm going to keep stressing this with every video that I make, be true to yourself, love yourself, and do not worry about what other people think or say. Yes, it's going to hurt, but you are a strong woman, and you can do it.
Yeah. And I just wanted to add, we were talking about earlier, I would like to document, you know, the week of your surgery, just like the whole, because it's a really huge thing, and I think that it will be good for people to see. And I don't know, if we do, maybe we can think of like Q&As like you and I can do.
Right.
You know.
And I'm going to be more on top of my videos, and I'm going to start doing Q&As for those who have questions, true questions. None of the, you know, I want to be here to help those who are just beginning. You know, it's like, it's tough out there. It's tough when you first start out, because you don't know where to go. You don't know who to turn to. But I'm here for you, and if you ever need advice, try to get a hold of me through here on YouTube, or I might eventually open up my Facebook page. I'm not 100% sure yet. I like to keep my life, my private life, private. You know, it's like, just because there are certain things in my life I don't need people knowing, and there's certain things in my life that I only share with my friends, my true friends, and my family. So
yeah. But yeah, we do want to try to, you know, do this as kind of a thing we do together, because not only can they learn from you, but I feel like, you know, it's not like we're the only couple
right.
that's going through this.
Exactly.
And I can give that perspective of what it's like to you know, I've had to do research, just really trying to understand, and I still have to learn, and the only way that I know is just by listening to you and just doing what I can, and I don't know, I just feel like I can kind of contribute in that aspect, if that makes sense. You know?
Well, this is Chloe.
And Liz.
And we're going to sign off. Peace, love, and happiness.